cards that we see in the marketplace, some strategies, that we're looking to take from last week moving into the next one. Um, yeah, so excited to be here with not only with Ezrin, huge player in fantasy himself, but also a couple other whales, in the audience. I know we've got Cap, who, I think he had a very, very strong finish himself in bronze this week. And Tice, who, if you haven't seen his portfolio, well, you might need a fresh change of pants afterwards. So it is good to see. So as with any show here at MVHQ, Ezra and I, we're just guiding you along the way, right? So if anyone here at any point has any questions, any comments, anything, any feedback or insights that they have from playing or just observing the marketplace, feel free, unmute, jump up on stage. You don't need an introduction. Just come on up and, ask away or get to talking. We'd love to have anyone in the audience come join us on here to talk about this stuff. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So, Ezrin, main 16 just finished up a couple hours ago for us, maybe I think 4 hours ago. How did you come along this week? Did you? I know before everyone kind of hopped in here, we were talking about rewards, but I don't know. Did you want to maybe share your screen and just kind of show a little bit of your claim and go through how you finished?
Yeah, sure thing. Let me quickly share this. Here we are. Can you see my screen?
Oh yeah, beautiful as always with your 10,000 entries.
I feel like I know, but do you know what? I will caveat this, okay? So I have a lot of shit cards, right? So I will say what I've started doing and what I'm quite proud of is I feel like I've nailed my elite lines. As you can see, 4 out of 5. That was me picking a nice cutoff here of 36. Well, I kind of prepped a cutoff where I thought, okay, I feel like these 5 could do well this round. I obviously got burnt heavy on this Palmer, as you can see. It absolutely destroyed me. Um, I think I burnt a couple of Pintoshis and got a rare Palmer, and he was doing well at the time, so I threw him in at the very end. And as you can see, the reason why I got 4 out of 5 cashing instead of 5 probably was to do with him. In fact, there's no doubt about it. But yeah, I was kind of happy with this. So if you look at what I ended up having, I mean, I went with full rares. Basically, rares or commons. I don't know. Oh no, I did have. I know there was a legendary in here somewhere as well. So, but this is what I went with. So my highest was 153. But as you know, Silva, my approach is don't upgrade those 5 rares. Run 5 rares. That's my thing. It's like I would much rather play 5 900 cards than how do I go back? 1 sec. Got all my crap on screen. But I would rather play 5 900 cards, like 5 Cirrus, than
Mm-hmm.
upgrade him to be 1 epic,
Yeah.
because I play this sort of game where I'm like more lines are better, more chances.
Mm-hmm.
But as you can see, this was pretty decent. I was quite happy with my 14 cards from Elite. I would say bronze was probably my second best, I think. Oh no, it was terrible.
Mm.
Oh my god. That was appalling. As you can see, appalling. Sorry, silver was my second best. But again, I went mass lines. A lot of these didn't do great. But this was me just picking a mixture of good cards and some hopefuls. And managed to pull 5 out of silver there. I think gold and bronze were terrible. Yeah, not great, to be honest. I got 3 there. And then on bronze, yeah, this was bad. Really, this was particularly bad.
You say that until you see my bronze lineups, and then you'll think, oh, okay, maybe I didn't do so bad.
I mean, I thought that looked like a great line.
It still
It,
does, in my opinion.
yeah, yeah, but it was only 440 great. So, this was a bit of a risk. Everyone here performed pretty well, but Yeah, I don't know. There was certainly some. As always, if you pick one from there, one from there, one from there, you can never tell. Like that's the fun of fantasy for me. Like it's the fun of fantasy, but it's also the reason why I do what I do. Is I I much rather run loads of lines and take the risk that somebody does better than someone else, that
Hmm.
you might suddenly hit well. Like most weeks I hit pretty well. Some weeks I don't. And this was one of those weeks. Like, I don't know, I look at some of these and think they've got a lot of promise, but some of them, like, I don't know, if we pick one down here, like this might be good. No, that was not a great one. So so yeah, okay. We're maybe getting into the scraps here. But look at that. Like Tiger and a 900. Like
I mean, yeah,
um
he went up. He went up from what, like a 4-star, maybe jumped to a 7 this week based off of one super viral post. Like you can't predict that sort of thing.
yeah, but he was also on private, I think, for a while and then came off private at the start. So yeah, Poops asked a good question. Why do you feel like that was a good lineup? So, okay, so why do I feel like this was a good lineup? So first of all, you can only use common cards, and you have up to 18 stars to use. So one thing that's a bit deceiving here is that the stars have now updated for the next week, but these still show you the updates. So this is not fully correct. Like these star ratings have gone up. But what you get is you can actually see on each card player not found. Oh
Yeah,
no!
it's not letting me navigate to any other page except for I'm where you are now. I'm locked into my rewards page. I can't go anywhere
Oh
else.
oh no! We're in trouble. Oh okay. Okay. What I was going to show you, actually, I can show you on the fantasy sheets. So this is like a great resource. So the reason why someone might do well or bad, and why you would pick them, is they get star ratings, obviously based on how well they performed that week. So if someone, you can get max 7, least is 2. And so you can see every week based on players' tweets and virality. So what was he? Yeah, here we go. So the one that I had in my first line here. So why I thought he was a good card was you can see last 2 scored pretty well, but he did have a bit of a kind of cooled off. Oh no, that was actually, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, here. So you can see there's some consistency, right? So from 900 down to like 500, basically 400. So usually the price and the score kind of add up to how consistent a player is or how high they've been. So that's why you would pick certain cards. But essentially, one of the hardest things to do is pick 18. It's 18 stars, isn't it?
Yeah, yep, it's
Yeah,
18.
yeah. 18 stars that will give you a good split across the whole set of heroes, and also who do you actually own. So one thing I've always done is not really picked who I own. I've just won these cards every week, and I've just not really sold them. So that kind of makes my choices for me, which is different to some other people who are very tactical in what they buy and what they sell. Like that's just different ways that people play it. Um, but yeah, that's why you would pick what you picked. Um, but yeah, I think the big things that burnt me this week were DB didn't do great. I had a lot of DB. He didn't tweet once, so that didn't do great for a lot of my lines. And I think the best of the best performed pretty good. I don't think there was much difference apart from that. But yeah, there we go. That's kind of where we are this week.
Nice, man. I love it. I mean,
Back
I
to
know
you.
you were a little, I know you were a little down on it, Ezrin, but I think even that 440 in bronze is still something, commendable. There's whatever 10,000 lines, posted in that one contest. So finishing in the top 1% isn't anything to scoff at.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. And if you actually if I mean, we can't even get to the no. I would show you a bit more, but it's forcing me not to. But yeah, I'll hand it back
Yeah.
to you if you want to do some rewards, maybe, and we can work through that if you like.
Yeah, let me do that here. I'll share my screen. Go window. All right, we should be live. Yeah, so I'm going to go through and claim my rewards here, folks, and to show you what that flow looks like, as well as I know the screen Ezrin was using to show how his performance did. You can also see it here when you're claiming your rewards. So it'll have all of your decks. I played one deck in silver tier and I placed 88th there, so that was way better than I was expecting, to be quite honest. Got 0.02 ETH, got 2 packs out of it. So I'll just go ahead and claim my stars, which are for something, I'm sure.
That was a great
Um,
result. It is.
yeah, I was not. I took, I know we were in DMs talking about it, but or over our call last week. But I before this, just so anyone knows, my strategy was I didn't play any of those middle tiers. I didn't play gold or silver. I entered only my common kind of trash cards into bronze, and anything higher, rare, or even good commons and higher into elite lines, because I was just trying to minimum cash there and get 2 or 3 cards. And like just kind of stack those card rewards, because they really are worth more than the ETH if you can hit even one decent card in a week. So yeah, silver worked out well. Here are my bronze lines. As you can see, my best one was ranked 1600. So yeah, again, Ezra, you're 440. You're crushing it there. My best again 1600 all the way down to 6K. So just some stars, a little bit of blast gold, nothing crazy there to write home about.
Give us the fun stuff, man. Give us the fun stuff.
Uh,
Where's the cards? Yes.
I'll save the cards for last. Claim the
Okay.
ETH. Here's again, I did 1 silver and 1 gold, so I got rank 280 in gold. Not incredible by any means, but yeah, 2 cards and 0.01 ETH. And I checked, I believe that would have been better rewards than what I had gotten for that same score in Elite. So that kind of proved out that my thinking there was a little bit better. Got some ETH, got some cards. Really, that's all I'm trying to do right now: stack ETH and card rewards.
And fantasy points.
Yes, and fantasy points, the ever elusive white whale. And here's my elite finish, a bit below expectations, 0.05 ETH and 5 cards. Normally, I think this 60 is the worst I've finished recently. Normally, I'm in the top 50, top 40 zone, which is kind of a several areas higher, so you get more ETH and more cards. But
I would say
that is
though, if
okay.
you stick on that for a second, because 7,000 score. This elite tournament finished nearly. Well, it did at one point hit the 10,000s,
Yeah.
which is absolute madness.
Yeah, I mean, and that's something anyone who's played or even becomes more active will see. If you're in those capped leagues, bronze, silver, or gold, the high score is pretty consistent, from week to week because of the caps. But if you're in this elite, that high score for the top ranks has only gone up as more whales get onboarded. They bring on, they buy the top cards, and really it is just an ever increasing arms race to have the best legendaries, the best elites. So if you're trying to compete at that top level in the elite, you're going to need to spunk down some major ETH and really kind of go in with that mindset of you're going to have to continually invest from time to time to keep up. I mean, because I buy something almost week in, week out here, and I'm still getting pushed down the rankings little by little. So just I do want to let that just kind of throw that idea out there for anyone who's considering onboarding. And also on that note, I know Ezra and I just kind of jumped right in this morning. So if you're looking for any sort of guide, how to get started, budget decks, things like that, we will have a field report coming in the near future here. That is kind of a getting started guide, so you can refer to that. Go back to it. We'll link it at the beginning and end of shows. So yeah, if you're confused by all this, just hang tight, and we will try our best to have a resource for you in the near future.
Yeah, but also, I mean, there's plenty of fun to be had in bronze and silver and gold, so you don't have to play for the top tier elite.
Absolutely, you're spot on. I mean, there's
You don't have to sell your boat yet.
and I'm sure we'll get into it, but there are people who are competing with zero point 0.1 ETH weekly in the bronze tier, and they're getting top 100 finishes. So this really is a game that if you're sharp, you can avoid putting in a ton of capital up front. If you're sharp and you do your research and your work in the marketplace, you can absolutely find some steals and some undervalued plays that are just going right over everyone's head. So don't be discouraged. It's not entirely a whales game. It is a skill based game. So I do want to kind of stress that.
Yeah, I agree.
Otherwise, what do you think, Ezra? Should I get into it? Should I rip some of these bad boys
Yeah,
open?
let's do it. Let's do it. This is my favorite part of the week. Right.
All right.
Okay, so for everyone, we're going to get excited if we see any more than 2 stars. Last week, between the two of us, we opened like 65, 70 packs, and we got 80 to 90% 2-star cards. It was the most appalling set of results I've ever seen. So
It was so bad.
oh my god. So fingers crossed this week we see a few more stars.
Yes, sir. But we won't know till we rip. So
Let's
here
do
we
it.
go, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, just in case anyone isn't sure, you can get cards with as low of an ETH floor of 0.007, or you might get something that's worth 5 to 10 ETH. Right? The chances are very very small, but it is possible that you pull an epic or even a legendary card from one of these that is worth tens of thousands of real world dollars. So that there is a lot of excitement. This is always the most fun time. So here we go, folks.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's
Let's do
do
it.
it. Yeah. So if you haven't been paying attention and you're only going to tune in for 5 minutes, now is the time. Come on in, see what I'm sharing on my screen here. We're ripping packs live. Let's go. I do think I've muted the site. Oh, let's go. Starting off with a 2-star. God bless America.
Oh,
Let's
for
go. Two
fuck's
stars.
sake, man! All
Hot
that
start.
hard work, all that hard
Hot,
work.
hot start for your boy. Okay.
Oh, you got some fatty tuna for your dinner.
Get straight to the burn pile, which we can showcase at the end here.
Oh yeah, that's a fun part. If you do get loads of trash.
So yeah, anyone who's not familiar, if you do pull any 2-star cards that are practically worthless, you can always reburn any 2 cards for 1 new card, and again, you've got another chance to pull any card under the sun. So
More
we're
2
ripping,
stars. Yeah.
which that does happen more than
Okay.
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 A
He
3-star.
actually did very well this tournament. Very
He
well.
tweeted. He tweeted, which is more than I can say for most of the other time.
No, he tweeted quite a few times. He was nearing a 500 pointer this tournament.
Wow.
I think. I feel like maybe I got that wrong because I can't actually see anything on the site. I can't double check, but it was better than I expected.
And yeah,
Right.
even at 2 or 3 stars, that is a pretty big kind of boon if you're playing in those bronze tiers.
Yeah, you want at least. Oh,
God bless.
so we know these cards quite well, and we know that they are inconsistent, especially hype. I think hype is even like what was. Let me check what his deal is.
I think his
I'm sure.
account may be suspended.
Yeah, I mean it's something really painful like that.
Yeah. So if someone's Twitter account is suspended, they will score you quite literally 0 points. So when you
Yep.
get a hero like that, a hype, it might as well be worth 0 or just, the whatever you can burn it for, quite honestly.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I've just checked. He is suspended.
Lovely. You love to see it, folks.
And not only is he suspended, but didn't really do great even when he had his account.
He might as well have been suspended the whole time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, he wasn't a star player. Put it that way.
No. All right, last 5. First,
Right,
we're
come
just a
on.
warm up. Come on.
Sending you some luck. Let's do this.
Oh, come on. How are my kids going to eat? How does fantasy expect to feed my kids if I can't get anything else but 2 stars?
I want to see like a different color on the border. You know, when you see that it's
Come
going to be a
on.
rare like down the line. That's like that's great.
Blue, purple, or sparkly.
Ah, they're all green.
Okay, so they are all green. You can kind of see them in the back here. That lets you know they are all commons, but could still maybe get a 6 or 7 star in there. So fingers crossed. Here we go. Not
Oh,
great.
oh,
Even worse.
on holiday.
Oh
Useless.
boy. Oh.
Oh, my days.
Well, not the best pack rips for your boy here, but
I actually
that is
think
okay.
there's one positive that we can take out of this. It means that
More
later
fodder
on,
for the burn.
yeah, it means later on we can come back and do some burns.
Do some burn. That magical burn button right here. Those were
But you,
mine. Those are my
yeah,
awful pulls.
shall I do mine?
Please, please. You need something for the folks here because mine probably just depressed them all. So
Okay. And I would say
either
if
that.
anyone else here hasn't done their rewards and would like to come up and do them, then let us know.
I see
Um,
Tice is typing.
yeah, I saw that too. I thought
Tice.
maybe. Okay. Can you see my screen? Yep.
I can now. We're good.
Okay.
Come on.
So we're gonna do some fan points. I like fan points. I do. Gold. Yeah. Stars. No idea. Yeah. Yeah. Keep that. Go through some of this. I think I showed you my scores before, didn't I? So
Yeah, yeah. You went through your like the table view almost.
where it got taken away from us.
God, your 2 million fan points there just doubled up on me.
Oh, I know. And that's this. Let's do this.
Let's see. I want to see where you are on the fan point leaderboard.
Okay. Here we go. 2 cards.
Here we go. Come on.
I hope I've got the music on because you brought. I think I do because I get excited when I do my burns. Have a burn night to
It's
myself.
just it is so loud and it blares in my headphones. Like I can't hear anything.
I just love like a little whiskey. Just sit down, do a, just have an evening.
With the fantasy anthem.
Yeah, the fantasy anthem, the roaring fire, and
Oh,
Top Gear on in the corner. Yeah, it's great.
oh,
Right, let's
let's
do
go.
this.
A night with the lads. Come on.
It's just me, but yeah. Here we go. Oh yes.
Okay.
Can you
Decent
hear the
start.
music? Can you hear the
Oh, I
music?
can. I can. It's
Okay.
soft, honestly.
Okay, because it's really loud for me, so I'm probably shouting. I'm going to turn it down a bit. I'm going to turn you down a bit if I don't. Right, there we go. It's too loud. Right. Oh, my boy. My boy. I needed another Pintoshi.
I mean, yeah, you only had what 60 or 70 in the coffers there.
I burnt them all. I will say I
All of
burnt them
them.
all. No, and most of them. Most of them.
Wow.
Yeah, I
R.I.P.
know. Last week we had a lot. Right, so what we got? We'll do the 3. Let's do the 3.
I have to say, even with that, even with it just being a Pentoshi, I'm pretty sure that was better than any of the other cards I pulled.
I'm excited for that Pintoshi. I don't know. I've just got this great feeling about Pintoshi.
He will come back, and whenever he does, I mean, his tweets are gonna rip.
He's going to get voted out before he. Right, so kicking off with terrible. Oh,
Oh, holiday.
my boy. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy. 1 out of 3. I've just got this good feeling. It's good feeling about Pintoshis. Right, here we go. Pintoshis actually, he's literally not tweeted for 2-3 weeks. And he
Oh,
said he's not
easily,
going to
yeah.
come back till the next Bitcoin all-time high. But I'm just stacking away, stacking my Pintoshis. One day.
One day at a time, brother.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, we got
Got my
5 cards
whiskey.
here.
Got 5.
Ooh, come on.
Do it.
7 star. 7-star.
Oh, not what you want. Okay.
Come
Oh,
on.
best so far
But yeah. I mean, he's been a 6 or 7-star at points, so he's
in the
got some
past.
value.
Yeah. Oh
Oh, I think I know who's coming next. It's your boy Barney.
no, it's gonna be 2 Pentoshis back to back. Boom. Oh, how did you
Barney!
know, man? With his head in the fruit bag.
It's the fruit basket.
Oh,
Oh,
I
oh
can't
man,
believe you
we
called
are,
that Barney. You hit that Barney right for the head.
bro.
Wait, say
Just
that.
He's called it. He said it's gonna be Barney next.
I know. That's mad. Yeah.
a little.
You know that was those
Shit
pulls
walker.
actually for anybody listening. Those were not bad pulls. Those were very good. Like it's better than you can expect. K Money's decent. A lot of the times you
Mhm.
blow up. I mean, you got a couple good ones in there.
A couple of good ones. It was easily the best of the bunch, but do you know what's going to be better? This one. This one is going to be. This one's going to be tweet worthy. This one's going to.
Oh baby.
Yeah, this one's going to be unreal. Oh, where did it go? Oh, it's back. Oh, good. I thought
There
it
we go.
vanished.
Yeah, I see it.
Why is it? Oh, okay. They're all green.
Okay,
That doesn't.
come on.
That's limited me to 1,000 points. Right, here we go. Boom.
Oh,
Boom.
oh.
Bad.
Ah,
Bad.
there we go.
Fantastic. Bad.
Ugh.
Bad.
Oh,
Decent.
yeah. Okay.
Decent, but I don't know. Something I don't know. Not my guy. Okay.
Ugh.
Okay.
Eh,
It's a bit stinky. Okay.
okay. Here,
Okay.
Damien.
Okay.
Ah.
It's better than last week.
Yeah, truly. I mean, you got a bunch of 3-stars there. If nothing else, I mean, and hell, who are we kidding? We both know we're going straight to the burn pile after this. So,
Yeah, it's gonna have to happen.
oh man,
Do you know what? I just had a really good feeling about that, but it didn't really happen.
I hope so for you, buddy. We've gone 2 weeks, 2 weeks on a cold streak here. Hopefully next week is our week.
Yeah. What else? What I thought one of mine was a double up. What have I got? Did I end up with?
I mean, you got a couple Pentoshis, a couple.
Okay. Doubled my K money stack. Okay. Oh man, you know you just play all week. You just it's tough, isn't it? It's really tough.
Yeah. I mean, this is what we look forward to more than anything else is ripping the packs and hopefully getting that card that's worth half an ETH, 2 ETH, 10 ETH, whatever. But
Yeah.
not this week.
Yeah. So I mean, your I mean, look at that. I mean, that's. We look at our boy's consistency rating here.
Jeez.
He has not tweeted since. I mean, he's waiting for the all-time high, right? So,
Yeah. Not since
he let us all know.
July.
So yeah,
Good
since
Lord,
July,
some
end of July.
months.
But I don't know.
How much?
Something
How much is it
about
going
this.
for? How much is that card going for?
0.09.
Oh, not bad.
Sorry.
Low, right?
No. Sorry. Let me rephrase. 0.009.
That sounds like an excellent buy for people like waiting to flip it eventually.
At one point, I think I did have like 30 of these, but then I just got impatient last week building decks and I burnt them. But you know, it's not. So you can bid. A good time to bid is when all the people are unlocking their rewards, because usually the first thing they do is they go straight to the marketplace and dump them. So if you do want stuff right before the decks unlock, it's not a bad idea to just quickly chuck in any kind of. I mean, that's quite expensive, to be honest, for what it is. But you get the point.
For a card that hasn't tweeted in months, I'd say so. But
yeah, exactly. And then the other decent-ish one that I got was Pentoshi? No,
Elio.
Yeah, so he's 0.0.
Okay.
Not the worst.
Almost
Not
a
the worst.
0.02. Not bad.
Consistency wise, I don't know what his. Yeah, he's been okay. He's kind of never done great, never done terrible. Apart from that one
Yeah.
time.
I'd say he's right where you kind of want a 4-star to be, right?
Exactly. You want your worst cards to be pulling in like 500s
Mm-hmm.
for their scores. And this guy can pull in a 500 pretty consistent.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I would say that's what you want, especially if he's sitting on the lower stars. It's a decent buy or a decent pull. The other one I got was K Money, which I think not great. I think K Money fell off a fair bit.
0.037.
Where are you seeing it? I can't
Scroll
see.
down. I think he's right below Keyboard Monkey.
Oh yeah, there we go. So yeah, expensive because at the start he was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, he's not the worst, is he? I mean, 7
No.
days. Okay, so you can see worse than Elio. Like we're talking 380s to 350 to 380, whereas I think Elio was 400. Or sorry, a bit closer to between 4 and 5, like more up here. So not the worst. Certainly not a bad card to have compared to some of the other ones. What else did we get? Oh, Damien was a good one. I was quite happy with that. So Damien was, I mean, I say good, right? You got to keep in mind at some point the algorithm changed with how they calculated stuff. So I always find the left-hand side is not the greatest measure. But yeah, on the up, mate. On the up. Look at that.
I'd say so. I mean, and I think, especially what you've just shown, kind of going through even, your best 3 or 4 polls here, you could liquidate them right now into bids and you'd have over 0.1 ETH, right? And that's only on a couple that you just checked.
This is true.
I really want to illustrate that point to, everyone in the audience watching that I think my rewards were just 0.08, 0.09 ETH, but I could liquidate all those cards I got and make another 0.1 ish thereabout. So, if I'm walking away with 0.15, 0.2 ETH every single week, that's about as nice of a passive farm as I can think of in crypto right now. I mean, wouldn't you say, Ezrin?
Yes. I mean, you'd be lucky to get. I mean, we see that even the florist of floor is like 0.008.
Mm-hmm.
So
and that's just a bid. You accept that right here, right now.
Yeah. So if you're talking like, if you even get 20 cards and they're all the worst of the worst, you're still walking away with 0.16.
Yep. I mean, and then like you just showed, some are worth 0.03, 0.02. So
yeah,
like this, I really think it. I mean, everyone who might be here, you probably have seen something on Twitter or some influencer somewhere, kind of going over the resurgence or how it's it's in kind of the meta right now. Fantasy Top is. I really think it's just such a nice, easy, passive farm that I mean, on top of being fun and has weekly, strategizing elements and I've said it a bunch in our thread, and I think Ezrin probably feels similarly. This is the most fun I've had in crypto in years. Like it's fun, it's easy, it's interactive. I mean, you can really have in our focus discussion, we've got like a nice tight group of people who are really committed in there, kind of sharing alpha and edge, and yeah, it's a great way to earn a nice little 0.15, 0.2 ETH stimmy week in week out for months now.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it pays you in so many ways as well. Like, because obviously, if you buy the packs, sorry, not if you buy the packs, if you buy enough cards for a deck, and that deck scores, you can win the ETH, you can win the gold, you can win the fantasy points, which at some point, story is there's going to be a token. Plus, you get the cards, whether they're trash or not, or they're really good. Like you've almost got like five different ways that it can pay you, and then. I guess the other thing that we've not even talked about yet is the tactics. Yeah, which is like the £20. For anyone that doesn't know, you pay $20 to get given. I can actually show you. Actually, I'll just show you one.
Oh, Ezrin's gonna register for a tactic.
Oh, let's do it. Right. Okay. Team tactics. Right. So you basically. Oh no, wait. I need to buy one. Okay, I'll buy. I'll buy one. Yeah, I'll just buy one. Okay, so 0.000. Yeah, that's fine.
So just to preview this for everyone, normally for all these competitions we've been showing and talking about, you need to own the cards you're playing. They are NFTs essentially. But this way with tactics, it's $20 per entry flat. You don't need to own a single card. So you can dive in and kind of get your feet wet learning how to play the game, familiarizing yourself with some of the heroes and the players, the scoring, all of those elements with this $20 tactic ticket, which I think is like you're going to show as a great way to introduce yourself to really what fantasy is.
Yeah, it's basically playing fantasy, but without the need to buy the cards, essentially.
Yep.
So, I mean, I need your help. So let's do it. Right. So we'll register.
Let's go.
Register.
So, folks, when you register, you get a random selection of a few cards right here, and you just have to make a lineup with 24 cap stars, and you get a 5-minute timer. So, Ezrin, let's go. Who you picking?
I mean, straight off the bat, this would be my go-to, but then we can talk about it, right?
Yep, I agree. When you see a 7-star like Ansem, Greg, someone like that, you kind of have to grab them. So you got 4 stars left. Oh, okay. So you can move some around. I love that Waz. They've been killer. Mert and Ansem are really strong.
Oh,
Is there three?
So you can sometimes get really bad maths on it. It can really burn you.
What is that?
5 stars? Oh, there you go. Alon's a 5.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Okay, so that's my initial within 1 minute pick. Ansem, Mert, Alon, Waz, and Imran. Tell me what you changed.
You've got. I love that. Ansem, Alon, Waz both could be top 10 on any given day, with Waz and Ansem being a top 2 to 3 hero. Imran also could be a top 20, if he tweets about something. I honestly, I don't think I would change anything here, really. I think this is great.
I see you typing, Tice. Tell me, that's what you'd pick. God, look at that. That's great. So
yes,
the reason we picked
that's
who
the
these
best
people
endorsement.
are, yeah. So basically, these stars are based on really recent activity, right? So, for example, will probably be like a 6 or 7 star based on 7-day activity, but they give you these scores based on their activity much more recently, and a tactic plays out within like a 24-hour window. So if they don't tweet in 24 hours, you're screwed. Or is it 24? It's something like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's 24 hours.
Yeah, there you go. So I know Imran's been posting a bunch. Waz is good, Alon is good, and then Mert and Ansem. Happy. Okay, I'm going for it.
Agreed.
Lock
and I
in.
think, one thing that you had there was that Waz was either a 4 or a 5-star. You almost have to get lucky with, because there's over 150 heroes. So you can
this
get
is all your options.
Yeah, you can get any of these people in that random subsection there. And you almost need to hit on one of those who is really a 7-star hero being graded down to a 4 or a 5 or even a 3. So when you have a Waz that you can pair with Mert and Ansem, that gives you 3 heavy hitters. Oh, that Cirrus 2-star.
Yeah. So this is all the options. So if you manage to get the Cirrus 2-star or even the Bandit 2-star,
huge.
Stinners as well as a 2.
Lil Moon Lambo.
I mean, these are good.
Towards the weekend, just to be careful, because I've gotten burned trying to play players like cards on the weekend, and some people just don't tweet on the weekend tactics. So I don't know if they still do weekend tactics, but those always hurt me.
Yeah, weekends. I think you were saying there you were cutting out a bit, but yeah, weekends can be dangerous too, for sure. So then you got to maybe work out like who usually posts on a Saturday or whatever. So watch the timing that you go in on these. I mean, you can see some of the stuff here. So, like, I bet some of these are great decks, but they're doing terrible. Like, that to me is a good deck, but
That should be a killer deck in my opinion. Yeah.
but over the short time frame, it's not a good deck. And if you look at the
Yep.
winning one, I bet it'll be insane. Okay, so I probably wouldn't have picked Vectorized.
Same.
I certainly wouldn't have put this deck together ever, unless I was forced. Yeah, you can
But
see.
you know,
So
if
it's,
you,
yeah,
I was just gonna say, I saw on first and third, they both had, I think, Lawrence and Art School Reject. Who you see, Lawrence is a 5-star, and Art School is a 4-star, and they're both traditionally 7-star heroes. So you almost have to be able to get that kind of lower end premium on the best heroes in order to get a top finish.
yeah, and that's why you would then probably, that's why you would probably then buy. So you can buy loads more. So you can buy like tons of different ones, different amounts of tickets, and then you could just basically put in so much there so that you get so many more options and just try and split up your selections. Yeah, you can do well in some and you can do terrible in others. But yeah, it's quite a fun way if you can like study kind of who's who. It can be quite a good way of just getting involved to get yourself a bit of a bankroll, get to understanding it.
Yep. And I'm struggling finding the link now, but I actually saw on Twitter yesterday someone released an optimizer where you can put in whatever it is, the 25 or 28
Oh,
random selection you get, and it'll give you
yeah.
different metrics for here's your best lineup if you're going off of median score, here's your best if you're going off of, you can kind of choose what parameters you want to put in, and it'll build the best deck on, out of the heroes you're given. So there's more and
Yeah.
more tooling coming out every day for this kind of stuff.
Yeah. I think that's quite an interesting thing to look at. It is the FT optimizer by Nils. Is it Nils?
Yep. Yep. Is
Yeah, this one.
this? Yep. Yeah, it's tactics optimizer at the top. Yep. Tice with the banger link down here, which
Yeah,
Ezra is
this is
pulling
the
up on
one.
his screen share. So, I mean, you can see right here. I used this past tournament. You can import your deck just by pasting in your wallet address, and it'll tell you the best. It'll show you the best way to make a lineup from your cards in Elite, Gold, Silver, Bronze, whatever you want to do, or use it for tactics up at the top. Like this, this makes it almost like you don't even need to think. Right, this will make your quote unquote best lineups for you. You can enter them. It really is a pretty seamless process.
I thought it had my cards already, but maybe not. But yeah, it does.
Maybe.
I did try it before, and it was pretty good. Oh, it doesn't have it anymore. Okay. So if we go back here to this, go. Okay, so then if we go to, yeah, so this is quite a smart little tool. So yeah, you can say, create me an elite team. Oh, autofill.
And there is your best lineup, right? That easy.
Yeah. And then gold team, where it fails. So I think I own too much shit for this to. Elite's easy because it just goes top 5 done. See when it
Yeah.
has to. See when it has to.
Yeah.
See when it has to actually do some calculation stuff. It can fall over somewhat.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen this.
but other people, I'm sure, will not have this problem.
Yeah, everyone who's not a whale the same way you
No,
are.
no. You can own a million Pintoshis. It doesn't make you a whale. Okay, you can run a big pile of turd in bronze. Doesn't make you a whale.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's funny. So, Ezra, I know we're getting to the top of the hour here pretty soon. I did just want to give, a little outside of, a lot of the kind of analysis we've done and kind of looking at our live results from last week. I did make a quick list of 3 or 4 heroes here that I've got my eyes on for this coming week.
Yeah,
So I'm going to share my screen real quick.
do it. I want to hear what you've got on your list.
On my naughty and nice list. All right, you see me coming through?
See ya. I see ya. Just loading up.
So for this week, I think a couple.
Well, hello there.
Hold on, let me go to the
Jesus.
marketplace.
Yeah. Anyway.
So this week, one that I was actually targeting is, someone we were, I think we might have mentioned it, but
Yes.
Lil Moon Lambo, he went on. I don't know if he just, took his own account down last week or if it got suspended, but for whatever reason, he didn't tweet for most of the tournament. He didn't come back until like last night, I believe, and tweeted just 1 or 2 things. So he went down from a 5 or a 6 star down to a 2 star. I was buying up a couple of his cards while he was gone, suspended, right? I mean, he's an account with, let's see, 200,000 followers. He's not just going to, abandon that Twitter account and never come back. So you've seen this from some of the best heroes before. If it's a notably sized hero and they go on private or they go on, they get suspended, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
It's not a bad play to try and buy them up, right? I think I got filled on a couple bids here around 0.025, and his floor price is already doubled that.
That's awesome.
I was trying to get filled on rares because his rares were going for 0.08, and I like the bid above me kept getting filled every time. But I mean, you could have made 0.1 in 24 hours if you got filled yesterday morning before he came back, right? So, like, this is a point I want. It really is, and it's a point I want to stress because we had a very active Rainmakers, which is NFL DFS with NFTs by DraftKings. Unfortunately, they're gone. They canceled that program. But a very wise person once said that Rainmakers is a marketplace game first and foremost, and I agree. I agree with that wholeheartedly here. You don't have to play. You don't have to like long-term own a single card in this app on this game. But you can still flip day by day. There's opportunities like that where, like I said, if you had bought 3 or 4 of these, you'd be up 0.3, 0.4 ETH in less than 24 hours. So even if you have no interest in playing this game, there is huge ways to profit. And I mean, right, that we should all be profit maxis here at MVHQ. So if you just want an easy way, to kind of look through the marketplace, look through who may be oversold, overbought, whatever, there are ways you can play this to just make money without the actual game. So Lil Moon Lambo was someone I was targeting because of that, because he is normally a 5 to 7 star hero, or I could just flip him. So now I've got a couple extras. I'll decide what I want to do with those later. But I figured throughout this past week, he was gone. He was suspended. That was an easy buy option for me because he's such a pronounced online personality. But he was my number one kind of pickup this last week. Sorry, go ahead, Evan.
No, I was going to say, I think that's great. I should have been looking at that because that's the sort of thing. He's somebody, I keep getting him mixed up with Big Dick Bull. I don't know why. The two of them I think it's just two silly names. But But yeah, that's a great pickup. Yeah, and he's just shot up. And there's a few other people still on holiday as well. Like Apex, APIX.
Yep.
Never always I don't know why that search struggles so bad. Oh. It doesn't
I had mine on my favorites.
I mean if you look at
look at that.
Like you were talking between 50 and 100. Not too bad. With a bit of a breakout after I think the algorithm was changed, then just went on holiday. And there was a note, I'm sure I saw him post in some private Telegram something about, asking how everyone was doing or something. So there was a few people kind of diving to pick him up.
Yeah.
But I think he's still pretty slept on, to be honest. I think Kofi is on holiday as well, but I was never really totally sold on Kofi. Coffee.
Yeah. He has been on some Safari, I believe he said.
Some
He's been on
Safari.
for like a
Look at that
month
chart,
now.
man.
Yeah, here's where I think
It's,
he went on Safari, right about there.
it's where the lions got him.
He was a 4 or a 5 star for a couple of weeks, so I held on to mine for a while, but I know I got one today that I will just end up burning. So
yeah. Other ones I think that are, I don't know. You've got to think about, like, I always like this point where there's a bit of, like, a certain hero is like said, don't do this or don't do that. Don't use me next week.
Mhm.
That's when a lot of people who are running like pretty slim decks, they offload pretty heavy.
Yep.
I can't remember who it was. I did see one today, and I thought, oh, I need to take a note of that, and I don't know if I did. Let me check.
Good.
Uh,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and that's just another thing, right? Anyone who is active on Twitter, keeping up with who's going on vacation, who got their account suspended, who has an upcoming, kind of notable catalyst event, right? I
yeah,
think Imran Khan launched some DApp or protocol or whatever within the last month, and he was a top 20 hero that week because he had huge posts, tons of engagement on it. So even just knowing that is easy for you to be able to buy ahead of time, like a short-term rental, and sell into that pump or use them as a low star option in, knowing that they're probably going to be a 5, 6, 7 star that week because of whatever they're announcing or revealing or whatever.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so just knowing your general crypto Twitter is pretty good.
Yep.
I recommend as well, if you set up a Twitter list of all the heroes, it takes a bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad thing to do.
I don't have a Twitter list with all of them, but I have a lot of the ones that I follow on here, just so I can make sure they're the workhorses are being active and doing their job before I send them to the glue
yeah.
factory.
Yeah, I like see anyone that I'm really deep on, like a
Yeah.
Cyrus or someone. I'll always put notifications on, or see that in Twitter. See when I saw, or DB. See when I saw
Yep.
them post, I was always just like, I made sure I got that notification. I was like, oh god, yeah, needed that.
Yep. I also think it's good to have, if you're going to make a fantasy top kind of Twitter list, have some of these accounts like Fantasy Whales, which is just a bot that, gives the biggest buys and sells within the last hour, last 24 hours, kind of, keeps me up to date on what cards are moving, who's being sold off, who's being bought up at a premium. You'll see four or five of the same hero, meaning someone probably swept them because they're trying to upgrade. So it just kind of gives you, a nice insight into what's happening with the market, keeping you updated.
Yeah, I totally agree. This guy's great as well, HK. Shout out to the frog.
Yep, I will. I'm going to link him in chat right now. If you're interested at all in fantasy, I would give him a follow. He is probably one of, if not the best kind of account that's doing daily, weekly analysis. Really, really top guy. Yeah, can't support him enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
But here, I'll run through really quick my other two kind of picks that I had my eyes on
Yeah.
besides Lil Moon Lambo for next week. Another one is a newer hero here, Route 25. This was his first kind of big week, as you'll see in his tournament rankings. He was really low, rank 100, rank 104, rank 94, and shot up to 22 this week. I bought him when he was right down here in the depths, not doing so hot, because like I said, newer hero. He's only been here for the last month with 4 tournaments. But once he was announced, I kind of did a little deep dive into his profile and saw he's had multiple tweets where, nothing really big happens. It might be 5,000, 10,000 views, but you'll see like even his pinned one, 325,000 views. Some from last week got, 17K, 66K, 25K, 34K. When he has them, he had a 400,000, engagement viewed post last week. I think he kind of is a boom or bust hero, but
Yeah.
I had him when he was 3. I got him when he was 3 stars. He's a 6 star now. So I'm just going to kind of ride the wave out. But I do think he is one who probably don't buy him up now, right? He's 6 star. People are going to have their eyes on him after such a big week. But I do think if he goes back down into that 2, 3, 4 star range, he's probably a buy option. I might even load up on some more. And then the other one is Adam Cochran, who is He does some. I think he does dev work. I'm not 100% sure on like his day job, but he does a lot of like political commentating, very opinionated. And I'm not here to support or deny anyone for their political beliefs, anything like that. But his posts get huge engagement, right? I mean, you can see from the last 2-3 days alone, 265,000, 153,000, 87,000, 85,000. Especially heading into the election, and we had the presidential debate on Tuesday night. He was an easy hero. I got him probably a month or two ago when he was kind of down here a little bit lower, so I've just been holding one of his epics and super happy with that. But I think he's another one I would watch, especially into the next month, given U.S. election. He has no reason to really cool off, and he's been a perennial 6-7 star hero for the last 2 months. So those are my picks for the next kind of week. Yeah, and I'll shut up now.
No, keep. I'll run through. I've got a couple to add on, slightly more pricey ones, but
Ooh.
for me, the star changes. If let me see, the ones that I thought were interesting. Oh, what did I just do? Did I just share my screen?
It's sharing, but just a picture of this. Oh, are you still looking at my screen?
Oh, am I?
Or did you share your Discord window instead of your phone tab or window?
Probably. Stop streaming. Change windows. Close. Oh, screen. Back. Here we go. Sorry, guys. That should be it.
Let's go. Yeah, you're live.
I was going to say maybe you probably could have just kept your one up, but
Yeah.
we are here now. Yeah, the ones I quite liked from a star perspective, like I always try and go down and see who dropped a lot. Min, because I'm thinking like for silver, bronze, gold, silver, bronze. I thought Min and Thread Guy were my two big drops for the week.
Okay. Yeah.
They have been very consistent.
Yeah.
Well,
Min's done really well.
Yeah, Min does some great content. Especially the last while. Look at that, very impressive.
Yep. Yeah. Always top 40-ish finishes.
Yeah, I like Min. I think Min went under the radar for so long. But yeah, like what I see there. And then your boy Pintoshi, always just sitting down the bottom here on 0. Don't fade Pintoshi.
Don't fade the penguin.
No, I think Pac-Man's getting pretty good now.
Yep.
And Evans, yeah, Evans at 5 stars. The first time he's ever dropped below 7, which is crazy.
It's his first top or below a top 30 finish since week 3 in the competition. Like he's just been top. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Did he just not post a lot this last week? I don't really follow him.
I don't know. I've not checked whether he's leaving for a while or what, but
yeah.
I don't even think we'll see much change in price, to be honest.
No, I wouldn't expect. I mean, if anything, he should get more expensive because he is a top hero and he's only 5 stars now. So I would think his price actually goes up.
Yeah, you're going to see him start competing down in the lower ones now. But yeah, Min and Thread Guy were my main two.
I love it. I love that. And I think you've got rares of both of them already, right?
I do. I have a rare Thread Guy. Do I have? I think I might have a rare Min as well. You're right. Yes.
Man's embarrassed with riches. Can't even remember what he has.
No, I don't. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, these two I think are going to move down to my silvers or my golds this week.
That would be nice.
And what the hell, man? Franklin is unreal at the moment. Unreal.
Yeah. I think he finished number 2 in this past week.
Unbelievable. Franklin is killing it. Right. Anyway, that is it. I was gonna say Thread Guy and Min because of their star drops. They were really
love
high
it.
for the last couple of weeks. So there we
I'm
go.
writing them in my notes now.
And Little Moon Lambo, I had him as well.
Yeah. Yep. All right, folks. Don't want to keep anyone too much longer, but I am going to fire up the screen share one more time to visit the old trash compactor.
Oh
If
yeah,
anyone wants to visit with me,
I do.
baby, we're going a-boinin'. So, folks, as I said last, if you're unfamiliar, whenever you burn, you can burn 2 cards of the same rarity, and you're guaranteed to at least get that rarity back. And there's a small chance it can upgrade to a higher level, right? So I'm just going to throw some of these trash cards I got in there, see what pops out, and pray for the best. This happened last week where I got nothing but 2 cards in my reward packs, and eventually I burned into a 7-star card that I sold for
Oh,
0.1 ETH a few minutes later.
yeah.
That pigeon, thank God.
You got they got Enging,
Yeah.
Eugene Ing. Yeah,
Yeah, yep. Well, I was just going to say
that
the
was a
exact
sick
same
pull,
thing.
man. Point one. That was amazing.
I mean, yeah, that's what, almost $250. Like, when you're talking about it in real dollar terms, it's kind of unbeatable.
Right. Here
Okay.
we go. We need to do the clapping since you've not got your music on. Here we
All
go.
right. Hope for you.
Ah, yes.
Here we go.
7 stars.
Oh, God damn it. See, that's why the site gets muted, because it does that to me.
Do you not want to celebrate when you get yourself a Barney?
A fucking triangle forehead.
I remember he took off crazy one week when it was like an airdrop. Do you remember
Yeah,
that?
ZK Sync airdrop
it.
checker came out.
Yeah, that was it. And his
Then
account
shot
just
up to a
went
7-star.
bananas. And then it was just straight back to 2.
Have some pride, Olympio. God bless America.
Oh.
Folks, this is the nasty side they don't want you to see. You can just go burn, 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 and burn straight into more and more shite, but I will not be deterred.
Incinerator. Let's do it.
It takes no prisoners, folks. Come on, all we need is one. One hit. One hit
That's
wonder.
all you need.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Come on, last pack magic. Come on. Ah!
Has been good in the past. Has been good.
Yeah. When he decides he wants to post, he can turn it on and be really a 5, 6, 7-star on his day. Let's just hope that comes back.
But inconsistent.
I'll do
Get
one
rid of
more
the
for the
tuners,
fam
man.
here.
Keep
Yeah, I got
Copeland. Yeah, keep Copeland. Don't keep him. You'll burn him in about 3 hours' time. I know you will. But for the moment,
you know me too well, my friend.
Yeah, you're sitting there going, "I'm not keeping that."
Yeah, as soon as we are off this, he is going straight to the fucking incinerator. Ugh.
This is tough, man. Tough
Good
to
old
watch.
Wobbert. All right, well, I couldn't save myself with a 7-star pull this week. I mean, do I have anything else I can burn?
I do if you want.
Oh, here.
We could wrap it up, and if anyone wants to stick around at the end, I'll maybe burn some.
No, you're getting your burns live.
Oh, okay.
All right. We'll do Spatty Tuna and Tom Schmidt. We'll call it there. All right. Drum roll. Come on.
Can we get some clovers in the chat?
My kids haven't eaten in 3 days, Ezra. All right, come on.
Oh,
which tensor you.
When is the tensor airdrop? Has that happened? There we go. Clovers in the chat. It was just a bit too late, Poop.
Oh my God.
Just a bit too late.
R.I.P.
Right.
All right. Well,
am I up for one last burn?
Come on, you've got it. I had the luck last week. You got to have it this week. Come on.
I appreciate that. I hope that works out. Right. Let's see. Let's see what we get.
If there is a God, there will be something more than a 2-star pull here.
Here we go. So we gloss over these Pintoshis. We don't burn those. Here we go. Let's go for it. Let's go. Let's go. Right, I need
Come on,
I need
come
I
on,
need
come
I need
on.
some clovers, Poop. I need some clovers.
Hold on, I got you.
There we
Boom.
go. There we
Oh,
go.
let's
Here we go.
go.
This is, bloody hell! I don't think they have that many stars. Which means we're gonna have to get some rare. Here we go. This is gonna be the best thing you've ever seen. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's not very good. It's not very good.
It was, in fact, not the best thing we had ever seen.
No, it was not. Look at Buttons. Do you know what? See, when I pulled that Palmer, he was 7 stars.
That's insane. Just imagine pulling any other 7-star rare. You'd be jumping out of your chair.
Yeah, I know. How bad is that? That's the worst. Thanks for that. Come on, here we go. Let's go.
Come on.
I should just burn the Pintoshi, shouldn't I? I should just.
Oh my god.
No.
Have some restraint, brother.
Yeah, you're right. You remember last week there was a load of rares in there. Oh, just the worst. Okay, here we go again. We got some more. Come on. Got some more just in the tank. Here we go.
Gotta have conviction.
Yeah.
Conviction that you're just sitting on shite. Good lord. Hey, don't mistakenly burn that GBH.
No, do not. Right,
that's,
some
that's
fatty.
0.3 ETH down the drain.
He's only suspended. He can come back. Here we go. Come on. Do you know when you just feel like really lucky? I feel really lucky.
Yes.
I feel so lucky. So lucky. Here we go.
Come on.
Oh.
Okay.
You like this guy, don't you?
I had his epic, and he had gotten up to a 6-star, and then I sold him for a profit. So I have fond memories of my time with him. But alas, I no longer hold any pre-riches.
I have never owned a pre-rich.
Until now.
Till now. Till this very second. That was my first pre-rich.
But yeah, he's, decent 4-star card, has the ability to get up to 5 or 6 because of some of his posts. So, decent safe play, I think.
Okay. Oh.
Okay.
Do you know what? I always get Max and Base Dom mixed up.
Oh. Is there really
much
much difference between them?
No, they're both ready for the incinerator, are they not? Right, here we go. What else have we got? You.
Army there. Armies of Yanos and L's and...
Oh my god. Yanos. Look at this guy. I mean, he's in the shape of an L, basically.
Come on. Greg
or Pintoshi. That's it. 2 ends of the spectrum.
No in between. Greg Toshi.
I don't want anything in between. How is that a 5 now? How is that a 5? You see the 5, you get excited, then you get basically what was a 2-star last week.
The level.
It's tough. I mean, NBA Trey, he's not coming back till like the next NBA season, right?
I honestly couldn't even tell you. I mean, I have a comment of his, but I will probably end up burning it here in the next hour.
Okay. Right, Tom Schmidt and Noor. I don't think I've ever. Yeah, goodbye. Right.
Come on.
What do we need in the chat? We need penguins for the Pintoshis.
I don't think you actually want that, but you asked for it, so here it is.
Oh god.
Oh
man. See, when you burn the card, you burn the card next to the card and you get the cards. That's never good. It's like
karma has a way of coming back for you.
Yes. Get out of here. Get out of here. Unreal. Woo!
The real fun is when you burn 2 of them and then get back the same card.
Yes, that's gonna be good. Here it comes. Yeah, Rev. Right, I want a really shit card, so give me a good one. Oh, okay.
I'd
I
say
think
one
has
him is
been.
better than two.
Yeah, I agree. I'll take that. I mean, I think you just kind of want to do really good when you do a burn, don't you? So when you don't do really
Yeah.
good, it's never great. I mean, what are we looking at here? Sad state of
An
affairs.
an army, a true army of cards there.
I mean, I thought Yano. I thought he was like some political. Oh no, some faction. Okay, right, here we go. I do have this dream of sometimes just like upgrading a pile of shit and getting like legendaries.
I mean, yeah, you I mean, you have enough cards to do it. You got 3 or 4 just in that frame you could
Do you know
upgrade right
what?
now.
Do you know, but if you get a legendary and it's like 2.5x, oh my god.
Oh,
Oh my days. But what I mean is like see if he's 0 and he's like a legendary 0, he's still
mhm,
0.
yeah. 0 times 2.5, still 0.
So not great. Right, I'm gonna go out on a boom, okay? It's gonna be
Okay.
it's gonna be a mic drop moment.
Oh, all right.
What's
We're
this guy?
ending the
What's this
first.
guy? Yeah, I mean he's just always
Jeez,
been shit.
that's he's just back to his norm there.
I mean, yeah, just how'd you go back? Oh, I
Uh,
don't know. Let's just do this. Right, here we go. We're going out on a boom, okay? So whatever this ends up being, it's the end. I mean, you see the
Good, bad, or
shittest one I've got?
otherwise.
I mean, I might fare to burn him and him. He's way shitter, right?
Ooh, I can't. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. I I mean, you see that spike that like he has the ability to get great engagement, but he just posts so infrequently. I mean, you can see it in the chart there. He's more often than not just AFK.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I've got all the greats in rare. Okay, maybe
Who's
I'll
who's?
just yeah, there's of bad rares. Right, let's just knock out these two. Let's just knock these two out. I just thought we would maybe get one good card out of all this, you know?
One. I mean, is that too much to ask?
Okay, here we go. This will be my last one, and then we can conclude.
Pinky promise. Oh,
The Grim Reaper. The
fuck's
Grim
sake.
Reaper. That's tough. That's. I don't know how you. No. Okay, one
You can't end on that. He said.
more. Oh, clicked the wrong button. Okay. Here we go.
Come on.
I hope no one's keeping a tally because even if I get a complete mid card, I probably still lost more money than.
Oh, always. It's always how it works out. That's why you don't track it.
Oh,
Oh boy. Oh.
right, we're done.
All right,
That's-
and that concludes the first and probably last ever fantasy top down because our luck could not have been more shite.
Oh my god.
Oh
Well,
man.
thank you,
Well,
Silva. This was fun.
no, Ezra, thank you. I appreciate you coming on, humoring me, just talking, just kind of getting the base for fantasy here with the crew, and hopefully giving everyone a little bit of knowledge. I want to take this last moment here, thank everyone who stopped by in the audience, and just give a quick ask. Does anyone want to unmute? Any lasting comments, questions, feedback, anything? Feel free. Now's the time.
That was great, fellas. Thank you very much. I enjoyed it, and looking forward to the field report you guys talked about as well, and just kind of tap into some of these resources you guys kind of hinted at along the way. So I appreciate the talk and thought it was a great first episode.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you being here, and appreciate your questions in chat there. Yeah, a lot of stuff that I mean, there really is a lot of different elements to this game to get behind. Again, whether you even want to play it or just sell stuff on the marketplace, right? So yeah, without any other questions or anything from the audience, have a fantastic rest of your day, folks, and you can catch us here next Thursday, probably around the same time. We'll make sure we post in Discord. And we'll be here to talk some more fantasy with everyone. Until then, take it easy, folks.
Yeah, peace. Catch you guys.